Jackie! You need lube? Get that water, get that water, get that water.
Is that?
With our gravel race bikes, we need something that's comfortable, but also fast. We're here at Gravel Camp, and I just got to lay eyes on this new Revolt, and wow.
We're in Prescott, Arizona to build and test and ride our new Revolt gravel bikes. The whole giant gravel collective is here. Cole Paton, Trekkie, Brendan Johnston, and myself, Carl Decker. This is our first blush with the pre-production bike. For us, this is a chance to build the bikes and see how all that goes. And this is a really great opportunity because each of us has a different spec. And just like the public at large, we're kind of getting a good test for like how SRAM works with it, how it works with a dropper, how it works with big tires, how it works with little tires. We each have different and disparate setups. And this is a great opportunity for all of us to test this bike and give feedback and make sure that the bike is ready for the public. We're here, we're gonna do a bunch of riding and just do a kind of final shakedown on this bike before we give thumbs up.
The gravel bikes are moving at a rapid rate in terms of development and the demands I think that they need to meet. And yeah, the first Revolt I had way back I actually really liked it, but I hadn't ridden much other than a cross bike in terms of that in that space. But it's not a cross bike, it's not a road bike, it's a gravel bike, and it has its purpose. And yeah, the versatility of them is great, and the iterations from that first one, the geometry obviously got a lot better and a lot more racy, which was nice. It's good to see where we're at now with such a good race bike.
I never would have thought riding 50 mil tires would have been the fastest option, and I think that's been a big shock. And that's what's so interesting about the discipline in gravel is what we used to think was fast is we've been proving wrong, and it just continues to evolve. Yeah, I like to set up my Revolt with longest wheelbase, shred mode, flip chip engaged, and fit in as big as tires as I can possible. I'm a rider that likes to push on the technical sections, and I like to set my bike up to suit my strengths right. Gravel's evolving. The race dynamics are evolving. The speed is getting faster. Our equipment is getting better and faster. I take a lot of confidence in working with Giant on the development of this new Revolt and their attention to continue to evolve in the sport and listen to our feedback and be part of that growth.
Yeah, for me, a great gravel race bike. I don't know, I'm looking for something that heads towards a road bike, you know. TCR style of bike, but can handle the demands of the gravel courses that we race now, which are varying and also, yeah, it can be a lot, you know, the courses change. So it needs to be fast, but so capable that you can head off-road in, you know, high speed and come across a rough section of road that you're not prepared for, but the bike is okay.
Gravel's the ultimate crossroads of cycling, and you get a wide variety of equipment and also athletes coming to race these gravel races, and it takes a very wide skill set and versatile rider and equipment, and I think that's what makes it super cool. There's always going to be strengths and weaknesses to everyone and everyone's setup, and you have to manage what's best on the day.
There's a lot of new content in this bike, and they haven't meddled with the stuff I loved about it to begin with, so very happy. The funny thing about really good racing bikes is that they're really good for everything else too, right? Like, what other part of cycling where do you not want to go further faster? It's kind of this great trickle up thing where the racing stuff kind of allows you to do more off of the race course. You know, with defuse, with the tire clearance, with all this stuff, it just makes it incrementally able to go further and more comfortably. Having the ability to put a bunch of stuff into your frame really is gonna make my life easier, considering I usually have to have all that stuff in my pockets.
You know, that's what the bikes are made to do. They're made to go off-road and fit larger tyres. That's why we have this clearance. Yeah, I feel like take advantage of that. I'm looking forward to getting on it for the rest of the year. My expectations at Unbound, I think I have more of a grasp on the reality of the race and what can go wrong in such a long period. I know it may not be the fairy tale, but I do know that I'm going to prepare well, and I do know that I'll be there ready to race and in shape to hopefully make it to the finish in the front. Yeah, I'll be far more relaxed heading to Unbound. I think I just had no idea what to expect last year. I'd done as much research as I could, but yeah, I still felt like I had that stress of not knowing and being unsure of what was going to play out on the day or even, you know, the days before. So it's a weight off the shoulders to have been there once. Yeah, it's going to be nice to go back and be familiar with Emporia and yeah, the trip out there. I feel like it probably does suit me quite well. I like the idea of going so deep into the day and still having to race at the end. Like, I'm keen to play my hand at it again and see if I can, yeah, be there with them.
It was good. I mean, it wasn't good. It was going to be good. I was feeling really good. I was in the front of the race at the crux point, like the roughest point of the day, and sitting second wheel behind Keegan and just slammed a rock on the climb with my front wheel. And yeah, from there I had stopped 3 times with a flat tire, plug off the plug and chase back to the front again. But then I ended up having to just ride on the rim for a very long way, like 50 or 70 kilometers to the final 8. And so we swapped the wheel, but there I had to like let the group go at the front and reassess and just, yeah, reset. And then I made a bunch of spots up after that, which is nice. 7th place points in the Grand Prix, which is a good salvage for a day. Could have been better. Unbound is the hardest. It's the longest. It's fast. The team have to do so much, and yeah, we have to do so much days before to get ready. And yeah, it's a big undertaking for everyone.